I'm Dia. I am from Reno, Nevada. I am a mom of two kids. I'm a husband. No, I'm not a husband. I'm a wife. and I work for human resources in the US. And I am currently on an adventure, I guess you would say. I guess I would like to describe myself as adventurous. There you go. And yeah, I guess that's the basic part of me. I'm not sure how in depth do you want. So I initially joined this training because the past few years of my life, I think there have been multiple events that have definitely put a toll on me. A lot of traumatizing experiences. I would say the most recent one would be my mom's passing. She passed away last year in October from cancer. So I think that was the icing on the cake, where when that happened, I realized I wake up and I just know I'm not the same person anymore, to where I would wake up mad, I scream at everything, my family would see. And I also realized that's not me anymore. And I think it's because I've suppressed a lot of traumas, emotions, that at that point, it's all trying to get to the surface, like, hey, you need to let me out. So when I was finally aware of that, I did some research. At first I was like, oh, maybe I can do a little getaway for me, I'll go to Bali, But then I also ran into mutual friends, social media, and saw the Kaminokan program. And then, one of the, Ellen, she is well known in the Philippines. I was like, oh, I saw that she did it, and that kind of intrigued me and introduced me to the program. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to Bali, but not to really wellness, relaxing. But I just knew this is what I needed. I needed a little bit, maybe a lot of push to really face my demons, let everything come up to the surface. Just because, in the US, it's just so much distractions from the moment you wake up, you work, you have kids, you have all these things that you don't really have time to just kind of sit and feel and think. And so that's why I was like, okay, let me do this program. I will be isolated from my family, and I will be really able to focus on myself and face what I need to face. The training was, absolutely useful. It was much more than I've expected. So back home, I do my own training, just okay, lift weights, I do yoga, I do boxing. But this kind of training is different. It's much more intense, not in a physical way. I mean, in a physical way too, at some exercises, but majority is more mental, which was very difficult for me because, doing my own training back home, okay, you lift weights, but I don't really meditate or anything like that. Like, I'm still stressed the following day, you know? But the way coach trains here, it's like, it's taxing physically, but it's rewarding mentally. So for me, I think the hardest for me was the standing meditation, because I'm a person of like, go, go, go. Gotta get this done, gotta get that done, what's next? I always have a to-do list of like, okay. But I realized like I never really take the time to just take in what's in front of me. Like before there would be something in front of me and then, okay, I'm already thinking about the next thing, right? But with the standing meditation, you're really just forced to just like, okay, it's just you, like standing there and you and your thoughts. And the first couple hours was difficult, right? Because my brain was already like, okay, how long has it been? Has it been an hour? Has it been 30 minutes? How long, right? But then I think after a couple hours, I stopped keeping track. And then it's hard to explain, but it felt like I was daydreaming in a way. Like I just shut my eyes, or I just, look at the trees, and a lot of things came up from my past, like memories, which was crazy because like I didn't purposely think of it. It just came up, and it was memories of me being a kid, growing up with my family. And something significant, like for some reason, I remembered me celebrating my birthday each year. From the time like where I like remember, I think maybe I was 4, and I turned 5, 6, 7. Some years I don't even remember, but it was just like me celebrating my birthday to where I am now, to having a child and all that. And it's just, it's like, wow. Like that really happened to me, or wow, like I really went through that. And then that's when all the emotions came up. Like I had a little breakthrough, just standing, thinking about all the experiences, good and bad, that I went through. But after 5 hours of standing, it didn't even feel like, that was like, it's been 5 hours already. Like, because I feel like the last 3, I was just in my head, and like I was there, but I was not there. It was a trip, honestly. It's like, wow, like you can go on a trip just standing. So, but that experience, I learned a lot about myself. Well, first, that I can actually just sit still and be in tune with my body, be in tune, feel things. Like, it's okay to feel things. I don't have to, like, I was forced to feel things, and it's okay. And if it comes to the surface, let it out. Don't shove it back in, Just let it out. And then I felt so much lighter after that, that exercise. I think much better than the very first one, which was dry swimming. That was physically taxing, but it was also rewarding for me. During that exercise, I brought my mom's picture with me, and she really was the source of my strength during that practice. And I didn't think I was able to finish the amount of rounds coach me to do. But again, somewhere in the middle of just kept doing it, I didn't think about how many times have I been doing it, how much time do I need to do. When you don't think about that and just enjoy, right? Like just go through, like just do it, you won't even realize. And then coach is like, okay, you have 10 more, like I was like, wow, like I've come a long way already. And then the last one was like, it was so emotional for me because coach put my mom's picture on the kettlebell, and I think it was a part of, it was a mixture of grief, but also not like in a bad way. It was like in a good way, where I am remembering my mom, but not when she was sick. It was mostly, it was the good times, like when she was alive. And how strong she was. Even if she was sick, she smiled. She smiled through it, she laughed through it. And just seeing her during my last round gave me a burst of energy. So it's like, it was amazing. After I finished the exercise, I was just like, I did it, Mom. Like, I just felt like, because she's the strongest woman I know. But that exercise made me feel like, okay, you're not here. I am now the strongest person I know, and I want to be that for my kids. I want them to see me how I saw my mom. Like, you are the strongest woman. For me, I want my kids to see my mom is the strongest woman I know. And it's like just strength being passed on, and it was just amazing, really. So coach, from the videos, he may seem a little like intimidating in a way, like, oh, like very tell you how it is, but I think that's what attracted me to getting to this program, knowing that he is going to be my coach, because he's real. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. He will tell you how it is, and that's how I like point my flaws, call me out, but he also inspired me. He had helped me find my true worth of because I came in here looking, okay, I just felt small, I know this program is, it's not something that you could just buy in the store. Like, you would probably have to save up a lot for it or something. And in the beginning, I felt very little of myself. Like, man, I don't even deserve to be here, because I feel like, oh my gosh, like a Filipino celebrity was in here, and now I'm in here, like, that's so weird, But I saw myself just like, I told him, I'm nobody, but I'm here, I want to be better. And he said, you're not, like, you are somebody, and the fact that you're here makes you better than most, because you want to do better for yourself. And with the exercises, everything that he's told me definitely sticks, with the jumping meditation. After I finished it, cannot forget, he said, don't play mediocre anymore. Like, stop playing safe, Which is so true, because it's like, in life, we want to be comfortable, we want to be safe, we don't want to risk a lot of things. But when you get out of that comfort zone, that's when you realize what you're truly, what you're capable of, And each exercise that he had made me do, it teaches me to kind of it prepares me for the next one, and then prepares me for the next one. And it's true when he's like, you'll see, like it's gonna make sense. Like, okay, yeah, it does make sense why I went through that. And then now I'm able to do this. And then it makes sense why I went through those things. And now I'm able to do this. Very humble coach. It's down to earth, you know, the realist. And I would say if he was like the opposite, I probably would have I would feel like I wasted my time and my money. But, you know, just meeting Coach from the get-go, it was very like, okay, yeah, he's the real deal, you know, so. My gosh, if I could bring my family here and we live here, I would do that. The stay here was amazing. I've never had that kind of treatment before, even at like a nice hotel, right? From the moment I was picked up at the airport by David, I already felt everyone is warm, friendly, and you know, I like to talk, I like to chat. So like talking with the staff is just, hey, you know, like what do you do? And I just felt like I'm part of the family. I wasn't treated like, you know, like business, like, oh, okay, here's our client or whatever. It's more like, hi, what, you know, it was, everything is good. The food is so good. I didn't even know, like, I think this was the first time I was introduced to, what is it, Indonesian food, Balinese food. And now it's gonna be hard for me to, if I come back to Bali and if I eat at like a restaurant, it's not gonna be the same, because you could just feel that they've put so much effort into the food, so much heart, and not just with the food, with everything, you know, with, you know, cleaning the room, and even just like if I'm at the pool and then like Unisa like walks by, it's just, they're just so soft. It's just like, hey, do you want anything? Like everything, even, you know, I just felt like I've known you guys for a long time already, even though I've only been here for a short period of time. But that just says a lot about being here. Miss Magali, you know, the talks I had with her made me feel like, okay, you know, like talking to a friend, not, oh, she owns this place or she's, you know, Coach's wife. It's more like, oh, I'm here for you. Like even before I came here, I was talking to her and through, you know, WhatsApp, and very warm. I felt like they were like you guys are ready to welcome me, instead of like, okay, like I'm here, let's get this done and over with. It's more like, how can we make this experience better for you? And each day it's just like amazing. So I really love being here. And the massage, oh my gosh, Yanti, I love Yanti, because when I'm in pain from the exercises, it's like she just knows where, and then I'll feel better afterwards. And just the fact that like I get it almost every night, like I've never had that much massage in my life, yet alone within like 2 weeks, you know. So this place, you know, you go through a lot of physical, like hard exercises, but you also get pampered. It's a balance, really. Like, okay, you're hurting, but then they fuel you with nutritious food. You get to enjoy the pool, you get a massage, you get to have a day off, and then they give you a tour. So it's, if I could come back without doing the exercises, not anytime soon, I would do it, honestly. This is the best place to be. If you were to like go think Bali, I would think Kaminokan. I wouldn't even think about, you know, the other tourist spots. Like this is peaceful. It's great. I feel like if you have the urge, if you find out about the program and you're like, I need to do that, listen to it, do it. Because I think that's your subconscious already, like knowing this is something you need and this would be beneficial for you. Do not hesitate, come in with an open mind. If you really want to find out who you are, what your purpose is, just do it, because I have done therapy, all that other stuff. This is like, it's like everything combined, but in like a more intense way. Do not hesitate. Just like what Coach says, don't play mediocre anymore. If you're willing to risk it, if you're willing to really like face yourself, isolate yourself from your family, and just really look your demons in the eyes, do not, because, do it, because it's so worth it. It is. Like, I feel like, it may sound cliche, but I feel, not a different person, but I feel like I'm born again. But it's like a better version of me. Like, I see things differently now. I feel different. The Dia who came in here, who got here, 2 weeks ago, is a completely different Dia from the one leaving. And I think that says a lot. And it is possible. It can happen in 2 weeks. And I would say, go for it. Do not hesitate. Meet your true self by facing your demons. Yeah, I think that's what I would say with that. Thank you to everybody here. Like, the staff, everybody, the coach, even the dogs. Like, one of the dogs was with me during my standing meditation. They were giving me company. So I feel very blessed and very grateful that I had this opportunity. It's really, when Coach says, to meditate and think about what you're grateful of, I'm grateful for this experience, and you guys have made it amazing for me, to where I don't think about any other things, but I really have nothing bad to say about this place, and that says a lot. And I would come back here in a heartbeat. And who knows, maybe in a couple years if I need like a little refresher, because life is still going to life when I leave this place. But all I know is that once I leave this place, I'm able to look at life and it's funny, just laugh it out, The laughing meditation was my favorite too, because it's like, you never know how much you really are stored in your body if you don't release it by laughing. And I think laughing is the best way. It's so contagious. Even if you fake it, right, you end up like laughing for real. So again, I'm just truly grateful for everybody here. Thank you for making my experience phenomenal. I would recommend in a heartbeat to anyone who would say, what can I do to Bali? Go to Kaminokan by yourself. You will have a great time. Yeah.